So in terms of new stuff, setting two-factor for HealthMail, which was a headache for everybody, but we are the only software that we have option to put our secret key within HealthOne. So you don't have to rely on the tablets, on phones. You can build it, you can use the built-in feature to log in quickly to your HealthMail when you're sending out prescriptions or communications to clinics out. So how to do it? You go to Tools, Options, Internet, Configure HealthMail, and this is the place where we need to put secret key. You'd have your email and password before, but now we need a secret key. So the way to get it is you have to go to your HealthMail first, and you have to log in to your account. You click on your either profile picture or else the two letters that will be abbreviation of your name, and you go to View Account. From View Account, you have to go to the security information part, and you want to update it. This is how it looks for me. So you see that I had it set up already, so that's why I have Authenticator up listed. If you hadn't, it will be blank. So you'll have your phone number, your password, and the recovery email potentially set there already. So you want to add in the new sign-in method. You want to add in this two-factor. So you all probably did it already to use it if you were forced. So you choose Microsoft Authenticator, but then you tell them, well, actually, I want to use something different. And the reason to use something different is because I recommend you an app that it is very easy to backup and extract any of two-factor authenticator tokens kind of that you have on your device. So when you click on that you want to use something different, Authenticator app setup will appear. You go to next, and you will then be presented with a code. So this is the 2FAS, that the software I would be using and I am using for my phone for any two factors, because in terms of technology, this one-time password, the algorithm for that, it's open source, it's known. So it's not a secret how this calculation is being made. So once you know the secret that we're talking about, that's why it could be built in HealthOne, because the actual algorithm to create the 6-digit code is known. So that's how this app looks like on your phone. When you click to add a new one on the plus button, your camera will activate. And you then have to aim your camera to the QR code that HealthMail website will show you. And that will generate this code, right? And then you compare the code with the website. So it would calculate its correct code, you scanned it correctly, and you're set up. So then what do we put in secret key? So there are two ways to put a secret key there. One is that if you're on the HealthMail website, you can click Can't Scan Image, and it will actually give you the alphanumeric version of the secret key. But it's probably smart to have your phone set up first, because that's your one fallout if it was lost in your HealthOne configuration, and two, you still want to be able to have inbound emails. You still want to be able to log into your account, to log into your email manager, whatever you're using. So you still need access to that. So you can then, from your 2FAS, click on the edit button, and it will give you your secret key after you click on the I, right? So it will show you the actual secret key. So whichever method you decide, this is what you put to this field. And once you copy paste it, that's it. You don't have to use your phone, your tablet, your any other device to send out prescription, because once you will be trying to send it, and as we know, it is every 24 hours, right? You just click copy login, paste it. Copy password, paste it. Copy code, two-factor, paste it. And that's it. So it's just 3 clicks, free pasting, 3 times pasting, and that's you done. Yeah, and that's for 24 hours, as we know, and then the cycle repeats. You have to do it again, but you don't have to do all of it because you're set up already. Just copying, pasting. I think it was sent also with one of the updates. on the user group. Now, as I said, if you log in to HealthMail through website or you go through your email client, it will still ask for you two-factor. And when I log into those places, all it takes from me is Control Shift F and L, because I also put my secret key to the password manager called Bitwarden. And that's what I always recommend, because it stores your password safely. It can generate good high entropy passwords. And in the paid tier, and it's like 10 quid a year, right? It supports two-factor for itself. Because if you think about those password managers, they are big vaults that hold all your passwords. Because good password, realistically, you shouldn't be able to remember that, a good password. So it should be long with high entropy. So realistically, if you can remember that, it's probably not a good password. So that's why I would recommend to be using a password managers, because that's what they do. You don't have to remember about all those passwords. That's number one. They're good quality because they can be generated. That's number two. Number three is you will not be reusing passwords. And that's probably the biggest sin, that we use easy passwords and we reuse them. And that's one of the reasons, I would assume, why HealthMail made us to go through the troubles of setting two-factor. Because if we were reusing a weak password on, I don't know, mypony.com, and we bought some toys for our kids and it was weak password and they were hacked and the database of passwords were leaked, they will go to dictionaries and they'll be tried against different accounts. So that's why you shouldn't be using passwords, because then even if one of your passwords is compromised, it doesn't matter, because it will be only affecting the one website, the one service that it was used for. And for Bitwarden, that's the only password then you have to remember. So you remember only one password to your vault. And if you want to, you can use two-factor, like either hardware, so like a physical key that you have to put to your computer and say, yes, that's me. So that's even more secure, right? So that's HealthMail two-factor. Any questions about HealthMail two-factor, or are we happy?
That's for whole email, that email, every single.
Well, so that depends. What is your practice policy? Because what I'm doing for my computer is I'm using my personal HealthMail when I'm sending stuff out. But let's say for our assistant, for our registrar, we don't want them to be using their personal things because they might go. Well, Reg will for certain go in maximum a year. Assistant might go. Some partners decide to use their own email. Some partners decide, no, we're using also practice because we can't be bothered to be checking our email. So that's your personal choice. Just remembering that if you decide to use your personal one, like you have to check it because they might reply to the email you had sent. So you have to have a way to be checking it. If you use practice email, it's a once-off procedure in terms of setting two-factor, but you have to copy paste the secret key. No, I think once. I think that should populate, like with email password for your practice. It's a different database, so the user won't. The user is user specific, but the practice will. So once you put it for the practice, it will spread across your practice. Yeah.
So if a local comes in, they probably the HealthMail, like the own email, would that then?
So if a locum comes in, so if the locum comes in and they log in through the browser to their own email, it doesn't kind of cross-contaminate with HealthOne, unless they do it manually themselves. But I guess that's up to you to tell.
No.
Don't.
But they will probably have the HealthMail, their own HealthMail.
Oh, they can.
But they will not.
Well, you can log in, like you can see for this webpage. I have 3 logins, right? For this web page. So I have my own and this icon. So this shield, right? That's the Bitwarden shield. So if I click on that and I'm logged in with my browser to my Bitwarden, it will offer passwords for my private one, for my practice one, and for the one I got from Clan William for our kind of cooperation and sharing files and all those things, right? What do I install per computer? Sorry. Oh yeah, the BitTorrent. So yes, so you have so they have standalone app that it's like a Windows app that you can go and open, copy paste passwords. They have plugins to each of the major browsers, and this is really where the power comes of it, because once you have a plugin within your browser, that's to do with this shortcut, right? Then you have this global shortcut Ctrl Shift L, and it recognizes the website you're on, the URL. Now another benefit of using that I didn't mention is sometimes there are similar domains. They use unusual characters in their name to make it look the same, well, make it look similar. So it says like Microsoft.com, but really it's not M, it's R and N close together and looks like M. So human eye might be tricked. This won't be tricked because it's looking for exact match. If your domain is healthmail.ie, only then provide the password. If it's, healthmails.ie, even though it looks the same, it looks like, no, there's no match, go away, I will not give you any information because you're not the website I'm authorized to release it. So that's another benefit, another type of attack that you will avoid by using that.